Good morning. Welcome to another new episode from Decorating and Renovating the Art Studio. Today is going to be an exciting episode because we are starting with a new quarter.
Hi, I'm Lucy. After owning my art gallery for 3 years, I realized I wasn't living the dream. I wasn't living the artistic lifestyle I always wanted. So, I decided to close my art gallery and start a new artistic journey in my new home art studio. In this new series, we're going to renovate, decorate, and create together. So consider subscribing, join this new series, and welcome to the exclusive behind the scenes access to the Lucy Shop Art Studio.
Finally, we're going to start decorating the lounge area. We have a lot to do in this space, and this is why this space is going to be divided into 2 episodes. But in every episode, we're going to tackle 2 main things that I'm sure you're going to enjoy. Today, we're going to focus on designing the entire bookshelf and the bar cart. Yes, I decided I want to have a bar cart in the art studio, even though it's in our home, because why not? And in the next episode, we are going to focus on decorating the entire lounge area, including an art gallery wall and a table setup and the entire display. So everybody loves bookshelves, art gallery walls, table setups, and bar cart. It's going to be an amazing design journey. So today we're going to focus on the bookshelf and the bar cart. Let's get started. Let me show you what we have so far. First of all, Ginger. Adorable. She's been around all the time, and especially last time when I brought this big painting of the colorful van, she just stared at it and sniffed the painting and discovered she's an artistic puppy like her mommy, right? Okay, so now what we have is the 2-seated Chesterfield couch, the handmade bookshelf. This is a very big bookshelf, by the way, as you can see. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see the size of this bookshelf on camera, so we have a lot to do. And the vintage carpet, that plant on the side, and over here we have the bar cart and all the stuff that are going to be on the bookshelf and the furniture as well. So we have a lot to do. Now, the reason why I'm going to start with the bookshelf first before we do the design and the main display of the lounge area is because all of these stuff are supposed to be in the bookshelf. Can you imagine? I'm so excited for that, and I'm loving how this space is turning. So first of all, I'm going to start displaying the books because they're the main focus of this bookshelf. These are heavy books. By the way, this is my next book that I'm going to read, and I'll be sharing a full review with you when it's done. This book is all about the Louvre Museum. All the paintings in the Louvre with the explanations. Yes, I'm an art historian nerd, and I read huge books. By the way, if you want to learn how to gain your artistic knowledge, especially in art history, without going to schools, I'm gonna leave a link in the description box below where I share with you my 6 things that I always do no matter where I'm in the world and that help me gain my artistic knowledge to where I am today. So if you enjoy art history, this episode is gonna be for you. As much as I love having an artistic lounge in my art studio, I have a different purpose for this area. In a previous episode where I shared with you why I closed my art gallery, I mentioned that my main career, I'm a speaking coach and a keynote speaker. So I have a different Instagram account, a different channel, I coach online, and this area is my backdrop. This is going to be my backdrop. And especially when I share content on Instagram and on YouTube for Reels and Shorts, I always film in front of this bookshelf. So my backdrop should represent me as a keynote speaker and a speaking coach. So the main focus of my backdrop is going to be these 2 shelves. So what I'm going to be placing on these 2 shelves mostly are going to be books, my speaking trophies, my magazine article, and stuff like that. So keep in mind, if you are using your backdrop, if you're a content creator, your backdrop should represent you, should represent your personality and your character. Now, of course, I'm gonna be putting some art pieces because this is who I am, but it's going to be mixed between both of my careers because this backdrop, it shows my personality and my character, and I want to reflect that even as a backdrop in my content creation. Here's a juicy art design tip if you want this aesthetic, eclectic, whimsical design for your bookshelf. There's a list that you need to follow, and it's made of 5 steps. And if you apply these 5 steps, you are going to have the best bookshelf design you've ever created. Number 1, and we all know that, apply different levels. So for example, on this shelf, I have a high level, a low level, and a medium level. Avoid having everything all at the same level. Number 2, different layers. We heard of that a lot as well. So for example, on this shelf, I had the crochet, and then I have the book on top, and we're gonna apply different layers on the top shelf where you can put objects on top of books. So the more layers you add, the more interesting it's gonna be. Number 3, the depth. We tend to forget the depth when we're designing bookshelves, especially if they are deep. So avoid having everything aligned to the front. And a lot of people tend to push their books forward and not use the space in the behind. I really recommend to be more creative. So I'm gonna give you an example. In the second shelf, I decided I wanna put these owls backwards. My first option was to put them in the front, but then I decided I wanna put them backward and the vase to the front so I can add this depth to it. And this will give you more details to focus on when you're looking at your bookshelf. Number 4, different shapes. Especially if your bookshelf is so structured like mine and you have a lot of sharp edges, I suggest you use different shapes. For example, I have this oval mask that I have from Venice, this grape, which is very unique. I love grapes, by the way. I love to paint them. I love to drink them as wine. I love to eat them. I love to have them on my art pieces. Grapes are everywhere. I have this very wonderful vase that I created from the Ranch series. So it's a round vase. This is one of the art pieces that I will never sell. My obsession. And I have the crochet. It's a round crochet, so I can break the edges as well. And number 5, different materials. Mix different materials. On this level, I'm mixing glass with wood, crochet, ceramic, velvet, metallic. So mix different materials. Do not follow a specific guideline when you're designing if you are looking for this eclectic, whimsical bookshelf. I'm gonna leave this list in the description box below so you won't forget it, and you can have it as a print list, so you can have it as a checklist whenever you want to design your bookshelf to make your bookshelf exactly as you want it. Now let's continue decorating the upper shelf. It's time to prepare the setup for this vintage bar card. This bar card has been in the family for over 30 years and I love it and I want to keep it the same. And it's the same bar card I had in my art gallery. I just removed the front and the side curtains because I'm gonna be using it differently this time. And I just kept the curtains from this side because I don't want to see coffee appliances the first thing I come into the art studio. Now, the glassware are a lot and I still have double these glasswares. And the reason why I have a lot is because in my art gallery, I used to host art workshops for big groups, around 9 to 10 people on weekly basis, and I always have open drinks, so I needed all of these glasswares. But I had these glasswares that I didn't use yet. They're really beautiful crystal glasses. These are good for juices, by the way. And I have these as well. I just put a couple of them, and these are for the water, whiskey. I like to drink cognac with these glasses as well, even though they're not glasses for cognac. These bowls are perfect for ice cream or fruit salad. A cookie jar, this is for water, and this one to heat the water, and I have an espresso machine here. Once the art studio is complete, I'm gonna be hosting a really fun lunch or cocktail dinner with my friends to celebrate this transition. And I have everything to serve, from cold beverages, hot beverages like tea, coffee, cappuccino, hot chocolate, espresso, alcohol, wine, whiskey, cognac. So it's perfect. And I have enough space to create that setup. So let's create this wonderful setup. I want it to be very functional and very artistic as well. What I'm loving about this makeover are the things that I'm learning, even though I've designed a lot of spaces so far. However, this space is different. It speaks to me the most. And the biggest lesson that I'm learning is that every time I design and create a new space, I ask myself this question: I don't want this table to be the center of attention when I walk into the studio, so how I want to make it to blend in. When I was designing the small showroom art gallery area, I thought, like, I don't want this gallery wall to be the center of attention. And when I start adding, I can see how everything is blending smoothly. And I was decorating this wonderful, eclectic, vintage, maximalist, sophisticated bookshelf. I was thinking, this is a really nice feature in the art studio. However, I don't want it to be the center of attention. I want it to blend, because my main purpose, as I mentioned in my previous episode, I want this whole art studio to be like a jewel box, like something has been exploded in this place. Everything looks beautiful, everything looks amazing, and there's no one particular corner that's the main focus. I want this whole space to be the main focus. And when I finished the bookshelf and I finished the bar cards, I can clearly see how everything is blending together, and I'm so excited to show you the final result. lot to do. And the lounge area is going to be divided into 2 episodes. In the next episode, we're going to finalize everything from the furniture, the table setup, and creating the biggest art gallery wall, which is going to be floor to ceiling, wall to wall. And I'm so sure you're gonna love that. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure to give it a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel to join me in this new artistic journey. And don't forget, hit the notification bell so you won't miss the next episode, because it's going to be the final reveal of this whole lounge area. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. It's like, and I'll see you next time. And I hit my leg. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Yeah, now it worked.